And we just found out recently that James Laurinaitis clearly wants another linebacker, which makes sense because Arvell Reese certainly is a one-year starter and done. Got to go. First-round talent. It is really fun watching the rest of the country discover him. Like, what is this? And I couldn't wait to see that. And it is absolutely, it's been worth it. Watching people do little film breakdowns of watch this guy. Yeah, man, he's something. But if Arvell goes, obviously Sonny graduates. Who does that leave you in the linebacker room? You've got Peyton Pierce and Garrett Stover in that class. Then last year in the class of 2025, Riley Pettijohn, TJ Alford, and Eli Lee from right here in Akron. And then in the class of 2026, you've got two Buckeye boys, Cincere Johnson out of Glenville, and then CJ Sanna out of Olentangy. So it makes sense for James to go pursue another linebacker. And we found out last week that he offered Jacob Curry. Jacob Curry out of, not Vero, one of those Spanish name towns in Florida. And he is a 6'1", 205 pound speedy linebacker, like from a dead stop to max speed, real quick. Lateral movement wasn't great. He was a 3-star and then turned into a blue chip, and overnight Auburn, Oklahoma start coming after him hard, and he starts getting some bigger offers. He was in Norman last week watching the Sooners just destroy Auburn, 10 sacks. And I'll tell you what, man, the kid is enamored with Oklahoma. He has been, and it's felt all along like he was going to end up there. But after seeing that performance, it feels even more so like all the momentum is with Oklahoma. Now, he is supposed to come to visit Ohio State for the Minnesota game, which, if you haven't heard, we just found out, going to be a night game on October 4th. So the Buckeyes will get a Big Ten home game at night this year, which is awesome. Love that. Should be a crazy environment. Unfortunately, Minnesota hasn't really lived up to their billing this year as they went out and lost to California, who just lost to San Diego State 34-0. So I'm not expecting a big challenge out of Minnesota, but I am expecting a lot of potential flips in the stands that night, watching the Buckeyes do their thing. Anyhow, after James Laurinaitis offered Jacob Curry, we cut on the film. And we cut on the film of Jacob Curry, and we also cut on the film of another guy, Jaden Williams out of Massillon. Jaden Williams out of Massillon, a guy that I just happened to stumble on opening night of the high school season when I went to watch Cincere Johnson and Jameer Perez, two Buckeye commits from Glenville, play at Massillon. And I left that game thinking that Jaden Williams looked every bit the Buckeye that Cincere Johnson did. Like, he was that kind of caliber kid. Didn't see a whole lot of action out of Cincere. In fact, you did see a lot of action from his counterpart, who is a kid that I think if Ohio State was really looking hard for another linebacker, they might just offer Jaden Davis, who is a 3-star at Massillon, committed to Indiana. And I'm telling you what, this kid must have had 12 tackles by halftime. He was everywhere. Fast, 6'2", 200, and he's a player now. So 3-star, committed to Indiana, roughly 662 in the country. Really, really impressive, and lays the wood. This kid was hitting. But yeah, kind of stole the show. Really did. Really impressive looking football player. But Cincere, the clear leader, I even got the poor kid's name wrong. The dude is an animal. He's an animal. Now, we saw him get some interest from James Laurinaitis a couple of weeks ago, and he got to go take a visit. And I'm sitting here thinking, man, this is a kid who, if Curt Cignetti starts getting this caliber of guy, like, we're going to see Indiana just get better and better. We saw Mark D'Antonio build Michigan State and take them to the playoffs, the 4-team playoffs, off of the backs of this kind of kid, this kind of Le'Veon Bell, not quite an Ohio State recruit, but man, if things broke right, he could be. Jaden Williams is that kind of dude. And Jaden Williams, no offer comes. So I pulled up the side-by-side film, and I was looking at Jacob Curry, and I was looking at Jaden Williams, and I did it here on the show, and I just kind of pointed out like what I was seeing looking at these two guys. Jaden Williams, a tackling machine, better side-to-side speed, really got a nose for the ball. He hits harder. He is a stat stuffer, and it just seemed to me like, man, looking at these two prospects, Jaden Williams looks like the better athlete. Obviously, Curry rated higher, but we don't know what coaches are looking for, right? Like, sure, we can say that's the better athlete, but you're talking about a commitment to spend like 4 years very closely with somebody. There's more to it than just who's the slightly better athlete, right? So who knows why Curry got the offer, Jaden Williams didn't. What matters is how it ends. And how it's going to end, I think, is Curry is going to end up committing to Oklahoma. And Jaden Williams has now got his offer. As last Friday, James Laurinaitis went to see him again at Massillon. And on Monday, Jaden Williams got his offer from Ohio State. And I am thrilled about this. We're talking about a 6'1", 205-pound speed demon who is a tackling machine. He's got great instincts. The dude is always, this guy has like 60 tackles. Okay. The next highest guy on Massillon has 20 tackles. I mean, he is just, and they're a really good team. They just beat St. Ed's. I am positive that this kid is a blue chip prospect. Without a doubt, he is a blue chipper, but he's committed to Indiana. Will he flip to Ohio State? I don't think James Laurinaitis is going to go through the process of offering an Ohio kid unless he's pretty sure he is. And I do think Jaden Williams going to be a Buckeye, going to make this a 3-man linebacker class and going to fulfill what I originally was hoping for, which was a 3-man Ohio linebacker class, right? You got to have 3 guys that are worthy. James thought there were 4 in the state of Ohio. Cincere Johnson, CJ Sanna, Storm Miller out of Strongsville, and Jacoby Clapper out of St. X. And Clapper going to end up at Notre Dame. Storm going to end up at Texas A&M. And now it looks like Jaden coming in the mix and going to be a 3-man Ohio linebacker class. And James Laurinaitis thinks they're all worthy of being an Ohio State linebacker. So that makes me happy. But 5 linebackers in this class, James thought were Ohio State caliber, which is a pretty high number. And I think that's awesome. James loves Ohio kids. He's from Minnesota. You wouldn't know it by how he's recruiting here. That is, if he gets Williams, 4 out of 6 of his linebackers, Ohio linebackers, in the last 2 classes, which is pretty awesome. So I'm thrilled about this. Jaden Williams absolutely deserved it, whether he flips or not. He is 100% worthy of an Ohio State offer. If Jacob Curry is worthy of it, absolutely Jaden Williams is. And I'm very happy for him. Happy for the Massillon fans, of which I know there's a lot that watch this show because they let me have it when I said some things that weren't so nice about Massillon, but it's only because I got cheated twice. Well, I got cheated once when I played at Massillon. I got ear-holed and injured the second time after the whistle. So I don't have great memories. I don't, but happy for you guys. The Massillon folks tend to be big supporters of Ohio State. So happy for you guys anyway.